Hi, everyone. The oath of allegiance to the United States is a sworn declaration that everyone must recite during a formal oath ceremony in order to become a U.S. citizen. Taking an oath of allegiance is a final step of the naturalization process. Today, before we practice taking the oath, we'll discuss everything you can expect before, during, and after the ceremony to help boost your confidence before your official oath ceremony. 1. Receive a notice to take the oath of allegiance. If the USCIS officer approves your application during your naturalization interview, in some places your oath ceremony could take place on the same day. In this case, you'll be asked to leave after your interview and return later on the same day for the ceremony. If the same-day oath ceremony is unavailable, USCIS will mail you a notice with the date, time, and location of your scheduled naturalization ceremony on Form N-445, Notice of Naturalization Oath Ceremony. If you cannot attend your naturalization ceremony, you must return the Form N-445 to your local USCIS office, along with a letter requesting a new date and explaining why you cannot attend the scheduled ceremony. Failing to appear more than once for your naturalization ceremony may lead to a denial of your application. 2. Check in at the oath ceremony. Here is what you need to bring to the ceremony. Your green card. You must return your green card to USCIS when you check in for your oath ceremony. You will no longer need your green card because you'll receive your certificate of naturalization after taking the oath of allegiance. Your appointment letter, Form N-445. If your oath ceremony does not take place on the same day after your interview, you must complete the questionnaire on the back of this letter before arriving at the ceremony. You must answer the 8 yes/no questions on the form. These questions refer to changes that occurred since the day of your interview. If there are no changes after the day of your interview, all answers must be no. Before your ceremony, a USCIS officer will review your answers on the questionnaire to make sure that none of the changes affects your eligibility for citizenship. Your ID or driver's licenses. USCIS issued travel documents. These include your re-entry permit and refugee travel document, if any. During the check-in, you will receive a set of materials that may include a welcome packet, an American flag, an application form for the U.S. passport, and some other documents like Citizen's Almanac, pamphlet of the Declaration of Independence, and U.S. Constitution. 3. Take the oath of allegiance. After checking in and before taking the oath of allegiance, USCIS will give a presentation that includes videos, music, and opening remarks from a master of ceremonies and a guest speaker. This step takes the most time at the oath ceremony, so please be patient. After that, you will be instructed to stand up, raise your right hand, and recite the oath of allegiance. You don't need to memorize anything because you'll be given a sheet of paper with the words to the oath of allegiance. You just read it after the USCIS officer. 4. Receive a certificate of naturalization. Once you've taken the oath of allegiance, you receive your certificate of naturalization. Carefully review your certificate of naturalization and notify USCIS of any errors before leaving the ceremony. The certificate of naturalization will be a proof of your citizenship, so make sure to store it in a safe place. Soon after the ceremony, you can apply for a U.S. passport using a passport application in your welcome packet and update your Social Security record. You need to visit your local Social Security office to update your Social Security record. But you have to wait at least 10 days after your ceremony before going. You can also register to vote as a U.S. citizen. This is everything you need to know for your oath ceremony. Now it's time to practice reciting the Oath of Allegiance. There are some difficult words to pronounce, so you should practice a few times in advance until you feel good and confident. Let's start. Please repeat after me. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America, against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law, and that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Good job! Please practice repeatedly until you are comfortable saying these words. Good luck to everyone, and thank you for watching.